Ladies and gentlemen, we are tuned in to the Rico Report.
I really don't know what to tell you.
That game was insane. Welcome to the Big Squad.
Shout out to the Big Squad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the Big Squad.
welcome on a very special evening to the Rico Report. We are here. He is our team. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. Bing, 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 bing. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Rico back at it again. Yes, sir. I know I'm leaving that picture up just for a minute, just so you guys can see it. Josh Allen. That's our guy. We already know what it is, man. I'm leaving it up there so you guys know what the deal is, right? And I don't know about you guys, man. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rico Report. This is the Buffalo Fanatics Friday evening. You know that's how we do, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. You guys have better things to do on a Friday, but for those that are here and ready to rock with your boy, salute to you. So, folks, let me get right into it, man. You guys know how it is sometimes, man. We are part of many group chats, whether it's a family group chat, you know what I'm saying? It's the cousin group chat, the work group chat, you know what I'm saying? The cool kids at work group. Everybody's got a group chat that they're part of, right? There's the content creator group chat. And then you've got your own inner circles, right? The BF group chat, all that good stuff. And in the group chats, that's where most of, you know what I'm saying, your conversations come about, right? Things that happen out there in the streets, or, you know what I'm saying, on CBS or Fox, or, you know what I'm saying, ESPN, and you're bringing it into the group chat, and it always starts off with, yo, did you hear this? And then things start happening. Let's go. Albert Luis, what's good, my G? I appreciate the love already. Let's go. So everybody's got a group chat that they're part of, right? And truth be told, I get sick and tired of group chats. I'm invited to a group chat here, left, right, center. Oh, we're creating this new group chat because X. Fam. These group chats, they're crazy. It's enough already. However, there are some group chats that are lit. And I'm fortunate to be part of several group chats that are pretty lit. And in these group chats, these topics come up. And lately, the topic of the running back position has been coming up more often than I anticipated. I thought it'd be a one-time talk about it for a bit and be done. But especially with the Matt Breida signing, you think that, okay, we done. Folks, people are still talking about drafting a running back with the 30th pick. And I mulled over this for weeks. I was like, could we? Is there someone nice enough that we could? I really like Javonte. I really like Javonte, right? I like Travis Etienne. Etienne looks like a decent back. You know what I'm saying? Najee Harris, good, solid, tall, big boy back. But the real question is, are we really in need of drafting an RB? And I had to really put myself through this because I wasn't sure. I have a bad taste in my mouth, pause, from last year's run game, right? Our ability to run the rock. It wasn't as prominent as we would have liked it to be. I think we can all agree on that. There were games where you're like, fam, give the ball to the running backs, man. We throwing 35, 40, 45 times a damn game. Chill out, right? Let's milk the clock. We can't even milk the clock because we sitting here throwing the rock. Many times we come about that. But it really wouldn't matter, or it didn't matter, because we were doing something. What were we doing? We were putting up them dubs. We were winning. Winning silences a lot of things, right? There's little rumblings, little you're talking about those things, but it doesn't come as strong. Why? Because we're winning. Winning cures a lot, right? It silences a lot. By the way, shout out to my guy Hayes McClendon. My dog Rico, what's good? Hayes, preach the knowledge, fam. I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying to. I may not be preaching to a whole lot of people that might agree with me today. So y'all know, you already know what it is, man. You on the Rico report, I say what I feel, and we keep it moving. Some might agree, some might not. But this running back topic is a hot one. It's a hot one right now. King Thriller says, yo, I'll say this, man. Give Devin Singletary another year. He'll be much better than last year. Here's the thing. We drafted Zack Moss. So he may not have all the opportunities coming to him. And then we bring in Matt Breida. Fam, the NFL, not for long. You're not in the game for long, man. If you don't seize your opportunities, and it's unfortunate because back in the day, you gave these guys time to you know what I'm saying, to mature. You gave these guys time to come with it. But fam, in this day and age, yo, you need to produce now. You need to produce now, because if you don't produce now, we bringing somebody else in. Now let's stay on this running back situation, because I'm looking at the situation where people are saying, yes, we need to get one of these running backs if they fall to us at 30. And there's a very good chance that all three of these big time running backs fall to us at 30. But are you grabbing a running back at 30 when that wasn't necessarily the issue? The running backs, the issue. Now, you guys have heard me say it before, where in the offseason, if we bring back the running backs the same, we bring back the O-lines the same, yo, we're doing the same shit, right? I feel like I'm insane for repeating myself like crazy, but that's just what it is. So the running back room, I think, will be just fine. And why? And I have to explain why. I can't just say we'll be just fine. There's a reason why. Now let's dissect the issue. Really dissect the issue. The issue isn't Zack Moss, the rookie Zack Moss that had turf toe Zack Moss. And if you've ever had turf toe, not fun. Not fun whatsoever. Right? Then you have second year RB in Devin Singletary finally becoming the guy. No more Frank Gore. He's got to do it now. And he's also somewhat mentoring the rookie. So you got two young bucks leaning on one another. And then we have the huge emergence of Josh Allen, just throwing the rock left, right, center. And the limited touches becomes problematic. Problematic to us is the damn O-line. Let's keep it real with each other, folks. Our center in Mitch Morse is a fantastic pass blocker, not a good run blocker. Not great. If you want to run the rock, you can't get pushed back into your running backs. You're now having to try to evade your center before you can make a read and make a move. Problematic. Brian Winters was a turnstile. You guys ever been to the subway in New York, Montreal? If you guys have been there, y'all gotta go through the turnstile. That's what Brian Winters is like. Cordy Ford, unhealthy, not saying much. We had two bookend tackles that were doing their job, but it's very difficult when you have rotation after rotation in the interior line. And then on top of that, Mitch Morse went down for a bit. There was never any stability. So if there's no stability on your O-line, how do you expect these guys, rookie and second-year player, to make something work? And I have to say this because I'm like looking at, based on these conversations that are happening, this is what's making me come to this. And the group chat obviously incites that. But I'm like more like, fam, stop blaming these guys in the back and saying we need another running back, because we have a 5'10", 220-pound back that can take it the distance. He's got enough speed to take it the distance. You've seen it in his college film. He's a rookie. The game is fast. You guys know how that is. Second year, things start to slow down. I see big things coming for Zack Moss. Devin Singletary's right behind him. 1A, 1B. And then now you've added Matt Breida, speed back. One cut, take it the distance. But Rico, did you not see him with the Dolphins? Yes, I did see him with the Dolphins. Did you see how many backs that couldn't just that were rotated? They had Ahmad, they had Howard, they had Breida, they had one more back that it's eluding me right now. Too many backs, and that offense was in and out, man. You had Tua, then you had Fitzy. There's just there's disarray. And right now, that scheme wasn't for Breida. But wait a minute now. If we put a little more focus on our O-line, fix that damn unit, get everybody healthy, change that scheme a bit, we're back to being somewhat of a balanced offense. Furthermore, Kendall Mursky. Let's go. Rico sounds like he's back on the Moss train. It's a matter of I had to really look at it to say, do we really need a running back? That's what made me start thinking, do we really need a running back? Add a running back to this fold that we already have 3 of them that can run the rock. And don't forget, we still have Antonio Williams that we saw come in against the Dolphins and look damn good. Very much a small sample size, but that small sample size that we got was good enough for me to say, hey, you know what? Let's bring this guy back and see what he's got with a full off season. We literally have 4 capable backs. Breida, Moss, Singletary, Williams. Tywan Jones, obviously special teams. Do we need to go and draft with the 30th? Just saying. There's better things for us to put our resources in than the run game. You want to put some resources into something? Check the O-line. You brought back John Feliciano, excuse me. Ike Butker, potentially. He hasn't been brought back yet. We don't know what's going on with Ike Butker. Ryan Bates is just a rotational guy. He's not a bad player. But we don't have anybody solidifying themselves at right guard or the right or left guard. Let's keep it real. John Feliciano is on a 1-year deal. He's on a 1-year deal. Yeah, that 3-year deal looks good. Optics looks good. He's on a 1-year deal. So if we go ahead and reinforce that O-line in the draft, there's a battle going on at right guard. And there should be a battle going on at left guard. If we really want to establish ourselves and be a more balanced team, we've got to establish ourselves. How do we establish it? Fix the trenches. You win this game by fixing your trench. It's trench life. Defense and offense. It's the trench life. That's what moves the needle. That's what moves, man. I don't go nowhere without these hoggies at the front. Hold your water. So I don't want to. And I used to be maybe we might want to look at a running back, but I'm like, hold on, man. Let me just get my feelings out of this and really look at what we have. A second year. Listen, running. Don't even forget about the running back position. Just running on a toe that is totally damaged. It changes the way you do everything. And Zack Moss was able to do that, still perform, but not 100% healthy. Wait until he's actually 100% healthy. And you know how these guys do. They go into the offseason, they shed a bit of weight, they look good, they know exactly what's going on, and they bring it. Second year. I'm looking forward to seeing what Zack Moss is about in the second year. I really am. Devin Singletary, same. And I can tell you this, without me saying too much, conversations, there were some mini frustrations in their RB room because of the amount of touches. But you can't say anything because you're winning. We're throwing for 300-400 yards a game. Why say anything? Play your part. But guess what? I see big things coming, man. I'm telling you right now. See, Bobby just said it right now, man. Zack Moss could end up being a nasty motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now, man. Telling you. 5'10", 220? He didn't have 3 back-to-back-to-back seasons of 1,000 yards in college for no damn reason. Fam, we might have some in Zack Moss. You just got to be patient. I know this is not the way, you know what I'm saying, this society that we're in right now. Patience is almost like a forgotten trait, to be patient. I tell my kids to be patient. No way, not happening. My wife, you guys know Gina, babe. Can you put the dishes away? Yeah, 2 seconds, man. I'll be doing this. I'm just gonna send this text. All of a sudden, she's already at the kitchen, washing it up, give me dirty looks. Patience. I told you I was gonna do it. You feel me? And I know men that are married or men that have been married for a long time. You know when your lady tells you to go do something and you didn't do it right away. Shit, don't wait too long because they're gonna do it and then decide to stare you down. Shame. I asked you to do that 30 seconds ago. Can I still finish what I'm doing? You guys know what I'm talking about. Now, here's my issue, though. It's not just the O-line, though. The O-line is a big chunk of our run game issues. But then it's a scheme. Think about it. We changed our scheme up from having Frank Gore and Singletary to like the second year where we're just spread offense all day, every day, and expecting these guys to do zone runs with very limited blocking with his O-line. Come on now. I'm just keeping it a buck with you guys. That O-line is a problem, but then that scheme is to blame as well. So Dabes, they love Dabes. And to me, and this is just a theory. Hold on, let me speak on this. Ryan Thiel says, Ryan Thiel, excuse me, I gotta get that right. Ryan Thiel says, don't think Pitts is within our reach, but I can't say that. Freermuth can block for our ends, for our backs, and catch the damn rock. We'll get it. Well, we can touch on that a little later. Thomas Berg says, Rico is spot on today, man. I'm feeling it today. I had some time to think, right? So what I'm looking at this O-line, then I'm looking at this scheme. They're both in a position where, like, give me a scheme that works for the type of backs you guys have back there, and let's make it work. Now, I have a theory. Here's my theory. We had two receivers that are not demanding receivers. John Brown, quiet as can be, puts his helmet on, goes to work. Cole Beasley, he's not a rah-rah guy. Maybe in the locker room, he's influential probably, but he ain't going to be a rah-rah guy, right? So we could still somewhat be balanced. Hand the rock off, throw the rock a little bit, but then we like, let's take it next level. How do they take it next level? They go out and get an alpha fucking receiver. Who that? Stephon Diggs. So Stephon Diggs leaves Minnesota because what? I'm not getting enough touches. They've turned into a run team first before passing the rock. You don't think Bean is listening to that? Oh, shit. All right. If we bring him in, we've got to become a passing team and utilize this guy. We can't waste him. This is me speculating here, folks. So in comes Stephon Diggs. Right? Now, here comes year 3 of Josh Allen. Year 3 of Josh Allen, you guys know the rule. Year 1, it's a rookie year. If you come in and ball out like, I don't know, Cam Newton when in his rookie year, thrown for, I think, 4,000 yards and just had a monster year, shit, let's go. Great, I'll have that. But Josh Allen didn't have that rookie year. Second year, some improvements. We had some improvements, right? John Brown comes to town. Cole Beasley comes to town. And you see some big-time improvements by Josh Allen. But we're not quite there. We're scoring 19 points a game. We're just not putting it together offensively. Defense, we're on point. We're keeping the team afloat. You know what I'm saying? But 19 points ain't going to cut it. Here comes Diggs. Hold on now. We can't do the same shit. So you have a motivated Josh Allen going into year 3 that needs to take a massive leap. He's hearing all the shit talking. You're not accurate. You ain't shit. You're just a running quarterback. We're going to stop you. All right. Here comes Diggs. I just left Minnesota. All they want to do is run. They're giving Adam Thielen the rock and forgetting about me. Get me out of here. Match made in heaven. He comes to Buffalo. I'm assuming the conversation went like this. We got a rookie back in the backfield. We're gonna make it a passing team. This guy's motivated as hell, and all he needed was someone like you to come through. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna put this on the back end. Run game is what I'm speaking about. Am you guys with me so far? So when you're seeing all this stuff happen, it makes sense, right? Because dare we go making this a run first team. Diggs is gonna be like, fam, I didn't come here to be a run freaking blocking receiver. I left that in Minnesota. So if I'm coming here, throw me the rock. And on top of that, Allen's like, yo, I got me a guy. Shit, let's go. I went from Biscuit Benjamin to freaking Stephon Diggs. Yo, we airing the rock out. So as the running backs in the back, like, shit, I got to play my part. Pass block, run the rock when I get a chance to, and let's keep moving. Joshua Richardson. What up, Rico? I can see Zack Moss being a baby beast mode type of player. I know you don't like Dawson Knox, but I think he will have a good year. I hope he does. Don't forget, guys, we're all Bills fans. We want our guys to succeed. I really hope Dawson Knox does succeed, but he's limited. He's got limitations. He was limited in college, and didn't refine his tight end skills enough in college. Then he comes in as a raw tight end in the NFL, and he's still raw to this day. Can he put it together? I hope so. I don't hate the guy. Can we upgrade? Absolutely. Do I want him to succeed? Of course I do. Of course I do. I'm telling you, man. BB, happy Easter, my G. And happy Easter to everybody else here. Y'all catch what I'm saying? So here we go. Our guy comes through, and now we light up the boards. We're lighting up. We're putting up 20, 23, 25 points, 27 points, 30 points. We put a 50 burger on the Dolphins. Fam, the run game gets forgotten about because Allen is just having a monster year. But here's the silver lining in all of this. Shout out to my guy, Brian Byers. Yo, Rico, can't stay, but wanted to come by and show love and chop it up in the chat real quick. Keep dropping them facts, my G. I'll catch the replay. Appreciate you, BB. The Bauer Hour, we're going to bring you on soon, fam. It's going to be you and I for the Bauer Hour. Let's do it. So, y'all are you with me? Are y'all with me? Can you see where I'm trying to put myself in the mind of McDermott, the mind of the coaches on philosophy that was last year, and it worked out. But there's a silver lining, which I'm going to get to. John DeMarchi, my guy. The best thing that happened to Buffalo was Russo. Sorry, the best thing that happened to Buff was Russo. So Russo So Pro Day. Okay, I see what you're coming with. Maybe Zaven Collins can suck at his pro day, and we can get one at 30 and trade to 2025 area. I'll accept JC on Horn. I think it's JC Horn or whatever. JC on Horn, cornerback. But that's my 3. I don't mind that 3. We're gonna get. I'll get into that a little bit later. So, are you guys catching my drift here? So, run game will be just fine. We just gotta fix the trench. And now there's gonna be a balance. Now, here's where the silver lining comes in. The silver lining comes in here, where now the league is on notice. The league is on notice for Stephon Diggs. They've always known Stephon Diggs was a dog, but now he found himself an alpha quarterback that can sling the rock with the best of them in this game. So now everyone's like, yo, this is a passing team. I don't care what y'all think. It's a passing team. Timeout. This is probably, if Dabes is thinking this, genius, right? Because now everyone's going to be waiting for us to run the rock. Now we change the scheme up just a tad bit to favor the run game, and now we let our boys loose. Now we become a balanced team. Man, if we become a balanced team, we are a dangerous team. Because offensively, we're set with the offensive pieces. Yes, we got some young guys. Yes, we have some older dudes. It's a great balance to have. You have what, 31-year-old, 32-year-old. In Cole Beasley, you got Emmanuel Sanders is what, 30? He just turned 34. And then you got Gabe Davis, a young buck. You got a young buck in Stephon Diggs, and you got Isaiah Hodgins coming on. And then you got Isaiah McKenzie. Fam, there's a nice nucleus of young and old. Look at the O-line. You got Mitch Morse, vet guy. Deion Dawkins, young guy. Darrell Williams, mid-tier old young guy, right in the middle, right in prime time. John Feliciano, young dude. So we got a nice nucleus on this team. So when we become balanced, watch out. The league better be on notice, man. Watch out for this team. Watch out for this Bills, man. We got it. We're so comfortable throwing the rock now. Now we focus on this run game. Yo, it's gonna be hard to stop, man. And Moss, I believe, takes his leap. He takes his second. He takes this year's is the year that he takes it. He takes lead of the number one back. Him and Breida will share role, and then we'll sprinkle in Devin Singletary. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But Zack Moss has to be main guy. Now, Zack Moss had what, 480 plus yards last year? He can be an every down back. He can catch. You've seen the catches this guy's made. Catch out of the backfield. Can go downfield and make some catches. Can make some plays. Does he have to stay healthy? Absolutely. Everyone's got to stay healthy. Dude, that turf toe was killer. That turf toe was killer. Y'all don't know, man. Try running with a turf toe. Try cutting. Try planting. You know what I'm saying? Leading, like in your backfield, you're leading forward. Everything's on your feet, on the balls of your feet. As an RB, ain't nobody trying to hear that. I'm trying to drop them bombs, man. But these are things that we all know. I'm not speaking things that's out of nowhere. Hold on. Here's another thing too. I'm glad William Wilson said that. There's an interview coming up. I'm dropping an interview soon. We have a fullback / tight end on this team. Do you guys remember him? Reggie Gilliam. Reggie Gilliam feels very strongly about bringing that damn fullback back. Maybe we might have to. Maybe that might be the wave. But I'm gonna let that interview drop whenever. I'm not sure yet when, but it's going to. But that turf toe is not fun. So let that man heal up, and we're gonna have a fresh, shaved down in terms of weight, Zack Moss ready to roll. Watch out. We should be modeling our offense after how the Packers use Rodgers, man, Adams, and Aaron Jones. It's just a matter of, listen, man, you got Aaron Jones is now seasoned vet. He's been in the game long enough now. He sees the speed of the game. The speed of the game is going to slow down for Zack Moss. And then you're going to watch out. You'll see. You'll see. So let's start sprinkling in Reggie Gilliam. Let's start going 12 personnel if we have to. You feel me? Like let's bring in the 2 tight ends and let's go. And then change it up. This is where Dabes is going to have to really mix things out. He's going to have to mix things up. A little bit of 12, a little bit of 10, a little bit of 11. Get these defenses guessing. And then we're back to it. Now, I need to get this off my chest because the group chat, y'all know it's lit. So as we're talking about, you see the title of the show. Josh Allen carries this team. He carries this defense. Think about it. Last year, the defense carried us. They did. Although we were ascending offensively, we were a better offense in 2019. But fam, that defense was doing it for us. We've been consecutively a very good defense, a top 5 defense. And then this year, it just went to shit. We weren't great. We went from a top 5 defense to what? Ranked 17th. A 17th ranked defense. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that from McDermott. McDermott's our guy, man. He don't let that shit happen. Shout out to my guy, MOS. Smash that rock and that like button. Let's go. I appreciate that, my guy. Let's go. So when you have a team defense that went from top 3, top 4, top 5 defense for 2 to 3 years, and then we drop to 17th. What happened? What changed? Can y'all tell me what changed? What happened to us? Where do we go? How do we go from top defense, top 5 defense, and then all of a sudden Allen coming to his own, and then we poo-poo on the defense? I don't get it. By the way, shout out to 200 people watching right now. Salute to you guys. Shout out to my mod squad. What's happening? Let me tell you what happened, man. It's the defensive line. We're not getting enough pressure. That's what it comes down to. Guys, listen. We struggled to get pressure all year, man. 22% rate. 22%. Nah, fam. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it because we're lighting the scoreboards up. So guess what? That means that team is going to have to pass. So that means we need to put enough pressure to get that quarterback off his block. But we weren't getting enough pressure. When you have a 22% rate, not going to cut it. But yet we paid 50 plus, almost $50 million worth of defensive line, and we couldn't get to the quarterback? Fam, we allowed 23 points a game. 23 points a game, that's a touchdown. We were allowing what, 17? 50, what was it, between 15 and 17 points a game last year in 2019? We're allowing now an extra touchdown a game? Nah, man. We're not getting enough pressure. We got to close these guys out. If we really want to be a contender, pressure from the defensive side of the ball is going to have to mount up. Is going to have to ramp up. Josh Allen being our quarterback is who masked our defensive deficiencies. This guy was on fire this year. He was on fire. When we were lacking on defensive side of the ball, yo, mans was throwing the rock up. Whoo! That Rams game, our defense just all of a sudden just went to sleep. We went to sleep. Josh is the one that came back and willed us back to damn victory. Fam, that D-line something's got to give. Something's got to give. 23 points a game, that's a whole touchdown more. 22% rate pressure? Nah, fam. If we're supposed to be a top team, pressure should be coming galore, nonstop. Check this out. We had 38 sacks this past year. 38. All right. And of the 38 sacks, we had 15 sacks come from our D-line. 15 sacks from the active D-line. Active D-line. Currently right now. Check this out. Our leading sack artist, and I didn't even put him on the D-line. This is the D-line I'm speaking of. Our leading sack artist was fucking AJ Klein. AJ Klein was our leading sack. 5.5 sacks. He was our lead. He was our team lead in sacks. He's the backup. Come on, man. We paid big money to Mario Addison. Big money to Jerry Hughes. Big money, Butler. Big money, Jefferson. And we only getting 22% rate pressure? Come on now. Nah, that can't happen. That can't happen if we're truly trying to be a contender for the Super Bowl. Can't. Check this out. Addison, 5 sacks. Jerry Hughes, 4.5 sacks. Ed Oliver, 3 sacks. That's a top 10 pick, by the way. 3 sacks. I know he's playing out of position. I get it. I totally get it. Right? Jefferson and Murphy, that 5 sacks, but they're not on the team right now. So I removed them. I'm talking about actively on this team right now. Zimmer, 1. Bam Johnson, 1. And AJ Epinesa had a sack. Fellas, that's not going to cut it, man. That's not going to cut it. We've got to be on point getting after the quarterback because Josh Allen is not always going to be flawless. He's going to have a game or 2 or 3 where he's going to rely on y'all to make a stop. And this is where our pressure has to come. But if we're not getting to the quarterback, it's problematic. Let me keep going. Let's keep going. Like, I'm trying to figure out what happened to this defense. We went from a top 5, ranked defense, not being stingy, to like ranked 17th. What's going on? Pressure is one of them. That's one of the issues. And we allow more points on the board. Now, interceptions, taking the ball away. Our leader was Trey White. He's supposed to be. He's one of the top paid corners in the game. You're supposed to be. He takes shit away. That's my guy. I love Trey White. Then Poyer is number 2, our safety. 2 picks. Wallace, 2 picks. He was in and out of the lineup. Didn't even start the year. You know who the starter was? Josh Norman. Josh Norman was a starter. All right. Wallace, 2 picks. Teron Johnson, 1. And Micah Hyde, 1. And I'm talking about actively on this roster right now. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. As my free safety, I need more turnover-worthy plays from my free safety and Micah Hyde. I do. That's the free safety, right? That's the guy. That's the last guy. That ball that's going deep. Yo, you're my deep guy. I want you taking the ball away. I need more forced turnovers. But how do we get those? Pressure from up front. We're not getting enough pressure. So I'm hoping that this draft that we have coming, we address the trench. Ooh, I like that. Address the trench. We must. We must address the trench. Let's go, man. Hashtag that bitch. We got to. Shout out to my guy, John Yodis. What's going on, John? He says, question, Rico, is it possible to rotate players on defense too much, hence causing these guys no chance to get rhythm? Ooh, Johnny. Here's my thing. I've always had a beef with this. McDermott is a guy that likes to rotate his guys, and his philosophy behind that, which makes total sense, is to keep my guys fresh. I want my guys fresh. That way, we're constantly getting after the quarterback and putting pressure. Isn't that funny? Putting pressure, but we were at a 22% rate. So clearly that's not working. So for me, my best players need to be on the field much longer. They have to be. That's the way I look at it. If I'm paying you all this money, I can't have you rotating in and out. Rotating. I can't have you at 60% of the game playing, 72% of the game playing. I need you at 88, 90 plus. You know what I'm saying? You're conditioned. You conditioned for these reasons. I need you to stay on longer. But if coach is probably like, if you want to stay on longer, produce for me. Because if I don't see you, getting after that and doing that, guess what? I'm rotating your ass. So I don't know what the philosophy is in that. But I'd like to see the guys that I pay a big money to, stay on the field a lot longer. I just drafted my running back in the third. I'd like to give him more touches. This whole running back by committee is cool. I get it. But one has to emerge as the leader. And maybe he couldn't see it between the two of them because one was hurt and the other one didn't have a great year. And obviously the O-line wasn't the greatest. There's a lot of factors that diminished our run game. I'm hoping this year is the year that they both come in with a mindset that they're ready to run the rock and we address the trench. Shout out to my guy Skyline. Skyline says, yo, they might get rid of they might get rid of an RB with now 3 backs. At least one of them is going to barely see the field. Zero working capital out of one back. Could get a pick. And that's the thing. There's going to be somebody on the inactive list. It's probably most likely going to be Antonio Williams. You'll probably run with 3 backs. Moss, Singletary, you know what I'm saying, and Breida. I'm assuming so. Unless they start inactive, unless they started freaking not making Singletary active. I can't see that happening because we got also Tywan Jones. Should be interesting. I don't know how it's going to go down. But one thing's for sure. There needs to be a lead guy. This running back by committee is cute. But there needs to be a guy that's getting the 15 to 20 touches a game. 15 to 20. One guy. And then the other guy gets the scraps. Right? Or the other two battle for it. Breida and Singletary battle for it. Who's going to get the scraps? Who's going to get that? And if one of them emerges and the other one doesn't get as many touches, so be it. Better play special teams. Just saying. Now, this defense, we need more turnovers. We need more pressure. And this is where the draft comes in. So, and this is how I'm tying this all in, right? Josh Allen was saving us this year by putting up points on the board and saving this defense. He carried us this whole year. If not for Josh Allen, we ain't shit. Believe that, man. That boy was on the money this year. But we got to give him help defensively. And I'm probably speaking as if our defense was terrible. It's not that. I'm saying that our defense needs to be better to make it to the Super Bowl. We have to. We stepped up quite large near the ending of the season. So I'm hoping that ascension in our defense continues right up into offseason and right up into the season. But defensively, we were not good against the KC Chiefs. We didn't bring it defensively. We weren't good enough. Offensively, we weren't good enough. We couldn't run the block. We just weren't good enough. We got outplayed. We got outcoached. We got everything. We valiant effort, but we got outplayed. We were not ready for that stage. We weren't. Josh played as well as he could, but they were just a better team. So where do we have to get better? Offensive line and defensive line. We don't get enough pressure. That quarterback's got all day to throw. If we don't open holes and seal our blocks and get on hat to hat, our running backs can't do shit. If we get blown back into the backfield, I'm trying to juke you and then try to get to the line of scrimmage to make a play. Nah, that can't work. So I'm hoping that we address the trench. Address the trench. And that's real. Looking at this draft, defensive focus, I'm looking at it like this. It's between, for me, defensive line and corner. I was at one point thinking, man, let's just go offensive line and just call it a day. But offense wasn't that. It wasn't really we could put points on the board. We ranked second in the league in points for. So we could put points on the board. We just need a dominant DE or DT. Because right now, Star Lotulelei coming back, we have no idea what we're getting in Star Lotulelei. And let's keep it a buck. When he decided to opt out, it wasn't like he was coming off a monster year in 2018. It wasn't, because we were getting gashed like a mother. Man, they were running all over us. And that Eagles game is killer, man. They were killing us on the run. Then he opted out. He's got a full year out. Yes, he's going to be a little more fresh, but he's also a year older. So are we, I mean, I know we have to keep him because there's a whole lot of money owed to him, but we can always bring in somebody else in the draft because we know Star Lotulelei is probably gone next year. What are we doing? Do we bring in a DT? Do we bring in a DE? Does Carlos Basham end up falling to number 30? Where we have a guy that just can get after it. Does Quiddy Pay end up dropping to 30? Does Zaven Collins end up dropping to 30? Does Samuels Jr. end up dropping to 30? Do we need so to me, DE and corner, that's 1 and 2. And then we're going linebacker. Got to, man. Shore up that defense. That offense was not the issue. We couldn't run the ball as well as we wanted to, but I'm sure we're going to change that. We added some fire weapon on the offensive side of the ball. Emmanuel Sanders is an upgrade over John Brown, in my opinion. We add a little bit of speed to the tight end room in the likes of Jacob Hollister. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. So let's handle this defense, man. John DeMarchi says, yo, Bills scored 27, 17, and 21 with a drive start at the 3 versus KC. We have to have a run game and a better O-line. Bills were not 31 points a game in the playoffs. Absolutely, we were not. We were not. Right? We've talked about this, man. But I also believe that we do not need to draft a running back. We don't. You want to draft one in the later rounds? So be it. So be it. But in the first 3 rounds, fam, don't even touch RB. We're good. We have what we need in the backfield. You want to fix something that was lacking? Defensive line, linebacking, corner. Those are your 3. Let's go. That's the way I look at it. Am I lying? Am I lying? Think about it. Let's go into depth. Let's look at the cornerback room. All right, top of the head. Trey White on one side. Let me bring that mic a little closer. Trey White's on one side. Blank on the other side. Levi Wallace. Let me remind you, Levi Wallace did not start. He's been in and out of the lineup. He wasn't trash. But he wasn't like your solidified number 2 corner because they brought in Josh Norman for $6 million. Just saying. I gotta address this. Somebody's Jimmy Shore, excuse me, says Zack Moss stinks. Explain to me who stunk more, Zack Moss or the O-line in the run scheme. If you can't tell me that the O-line was great, were they? Because they stunk too when it came to run blocking. They stunk. So don't blame Zack Moss for a trash O-line in the run game. Come on now. Back to your regular schedule program. The defense. I have to address Mr. Jimmy Shore because you don't know what he's talking about. So when you're looking at Trey White on one side, Blank on the other, now Dane Jackson, well, we're gonna really try our best to have Dane Jackson, you know what I mean, compete, and we're gonna see what he does. Great. Now, when it comes to that cornerback 2 spot, we got to bring some real competition to that, man. Although Levi Wallace is a formidable corner, he can play. He's not trash. He can play. He made some really good plays this past season. But there's some moments where you're like, fam, you're not. It's almost as if he's playing with no confidence in his ability to stay with a receiver, right? I don't know if anybody has played ball in this chat where maybe you've had a teammate or the backup or trying to get to you just never, and there's one corner that always played off. Fam, get closer. Wouldn't do it. Why? Because he's afraid to get beat deep. Lack of confidence. So if Levi lacks that confidence, and I know he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player. And they love him. But if Levi lacks that confidence, man, come on, man. You can't keep playing off all day. It's going to show up on film. All right, he wants to play off. Let's hitch. Hitch that bitch. Send me that hitch every time. So now here comes Dane Jackson. But are we ready to trust Dane Jackson? Right? There's some good players, man. If we can land Surtain, we can land Samuels. You don't want to take that? Shit. Listen, man, it's about reloading. I'll reload it. You know what I'm saying? We got to reload. So why not reload at the cornerback spot? Have as much depth as possible because we're injury away to Levi Wallace to now just having Dane Jackson and then Cam Lewis as the backup. These injuries will happen, man. So I'd rather show up at a cornerback spot. Let's get some DE. Let's get a DE, man. Can Phillips land in our lap at number 30? If that's the case, give me Phillips, man. It's possible. Ismael Manero. Yo, there's 2 players worth trading up for if they slide. Jeremiah Owusu, okay, JOK, or Vera Tucker. For those 2 names I do know, and those 2 names, chances are they don't fall. Especially that Vera Tucker one. Elijah Vera Tucker ain't falling, especially to 30. But if he does, goddamn, let's go. Let's go. Yo, Andrew says, yo, Zaven Collins, period. Yo, Zaven Collins will be nice on this defense, man. A guy that can get in the dirt. Like, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have that Zay, that Alec, that Zoe, you know what I'm saying? Lorenzo Alexander type player where he could put his hand in the dirt and then be able to stand up and cover. Not that Zoe was a coverage guy, but he was okay. You don't think Collins can come in and do the same, if not better? Shout out to my guy Bobby Ray. You can't go into season hoping Dane Jackson is elite. You have to add there. It's a no-brainer. Shit. You heard it from the man himself. Bobby Ray, let me read that shit again. You cannot go into the season hoping that Dane Jackson is elite. You can't because you don't know. Small sample size. When he got on the field, he did great. He was around the ball. But you banking on that? The 7th round pick? Are we banking on that? You have to add there. It's a no-brainer. Shit. Listen, man. let me tell you, picture Trey White with that corner from Syracuse. I can't even pronounce his name, right? Picture Trey White with Samuels or Surtain or Farhi. I think it's Farhi or Fairley. Just saying, man. Lock down corners. And if you can lock down your receivers, what do you think it does to your D-line? Get after that quarterback. Telling you, man. I mean, shit. I'm acting. I don't want you guys to. I don't want to come off as I know what the fuck I'm talking about all the time. I don't. This is just my opinion. This is my opinion, right? I'm gonna say it's Ifeatu Melafonu. All right, I'll call him Ife because I work with a guy named Ife, so I just call him Ife. His name is Afani, but I just call him Ife. So Ife Melafonwu, there we go. If we get an Ife Melafonwu next to freaking Trey White, yo, we locking shit down. Guess what? Jerry Hughes gets to eat. Ed Oliver gets to eat. Mario Addison, AJ Epinesa, maybe Carlos Basham gets to eat if he falls to the second round, which I highly doubt. Y'all catch what I'm talking about, man. Oh, shit, he's a Niger boy? There you go. He's a Nigerian. Yo, let's bring another Nigerian on the team. Somebody said Zaven ran 4.77 today. He won't fit with the Bills. Don't sleep on Zaven Collins, man. It's not about this 40 speed, man. Instincts. Do you have instincts? Can you play fast with instincts? You can be fast all you want, but if you don't know what the hell you're doing or where you're going, what good is your speed? Honestly. If you know what you're doing, you anticipate, you ain't gotta be running low 4.43. Yo, get to where you know the play is gonna be. You'll be straight. What do you think? You think Ray Lewis ran a 4.4 or 4.3? I don't know what Ray Lewis ran his 40 in. Let me look it up. And Ray Lewis is one of the best linebackers to ever play the game. You telling me he ran a 4.3, 4.4? Boy, please. Boy, please. What's Ray Lewis's 40 time? I'm very curious. I'm looking that shit up. Ray Lewis 40-yard dash. He ran a 4.58. We'll call it a 4.6. Come on now. And they probably took his fastest time. So he probably ran a 4.6, almost 4.7. Zaven Collins, 4.7. Don't fall for that 40 time, man. We had receiver. What was that receiver that we drafted that was fast as hell? I'll name one of them. TJ Graham. TJ Graham was fast as can be. Terrible. Dropsies left, right, center. By the way, shout out to my guy Jeff Green. Let me fix my bell. Shout out to my guy Jeff Green. Why's my bell not ringing, man? Let's go, man. Shout out to the Bing Squad. Welcome, Jeff Green. So don't get sucked into this 40 time, man. Look at that. 4.6 40, Hall of Fame. Stop playing with me, man. Who was that receiver we brought in? Was supposed to be pure speed, but never got on the field. Got on the field a couple times during off season, only a few years ago. Give me his name. I just can't remember his name. He was supposed to be blazing fast. Only a few years ago. Somebody tell me, man. Marquise Goodwin. That's not who I'm referring to, but I can't remember his name. Someone please give me his name. It's killing me right now. Mike Lazinski says, yo, there's game speed and there's 40 speed. I'll take game speed Yo, you damn right, man. Yo, let me give you that bell. There's my bell. Now it's working. Thank you. Listenby. Kobe Listenby from TCU. Boy was blazing fast. Unfortunately, injuries got to him. But come on now. It's not all about speed. Jerry Rice. You think Jerry Rice was running a 4.3? No, he was not. Not even close. He was an average speed guy, maybe 4.6. Shit, let me look up Jerry Rice's 40. 4.5? He couldn't have been a 4.4 guy. Jerry Rice 40 time. What was he running? Jerry ran a 4.71. Jerry. Y'all remember that? Jerry Spring Show? Jerry ran a 4.71. Don't play with me with this 40 time. I used to get caught up in this 40 time. Yo, John DeMarchi's quick, man. John DeMarchi, you quick as fuck. Don't get sucked in and caught up into this 40 time, man. It's game speed. Game speed. Can you see? See ball, hit ball. You're fast for no reason. How many times have we had some fast guys on our team that didn't pan out for shit? Not buying it, man. Not buying it. By the way, I got a bone to pick with those that want Travis Etienne. And not that Travis Etienne is trash, he's not. But they like to compare him and bring him compare him to the likes of CJ Spiller. Oh my goodness. I don't know where I saw this. I saw conversation about Jerry. Oh, excuse you, got me saying Jerry. Thank you. Robert Foster's another one, right? So speaking of speed, CJ Spiller. So CJ Spiller, if CJ Spiller was on this team right now, he'd be great. He'd be a shoo-in. Did y'all forget what CJ Spiller was about? Yo, my man was a sideline runner. Get to the sideline. He wanted nothing to do with the inside. The hole might be right there. He'd be like, nah, fuck that. I'm going sideline. Because that's what I know. I'll use my speed. You want to know how you mitigate a guy that likes to go sideline? String his ass out. I don't even have to tackle you. Let me string you guys. Let me just follow you to the sideline. He had one great year of 1,200 yards. Did we ever see that again? Nope. He said, figure guys out like that, man. You figure them out. You got to be an all-around guy. Inside, outside, do all. Got to do it all. He goes to the Saints. Did he do anything with the Saints? Can y'all tell me if he did anything with the Saints? Please, someone tell me. And my grep is not really with Travis Etienne. It's more with CJ Spiller. I didn't like CJ Spiller as a running back. That 1 year I was like, okay, here we go. And then that was it. Travis Sennett. Yo, Rico, what do you think about McDermott's number one priority is right now? Oh, what do you think? What do you think McDermott's number one priority right now? Not just draft, not even the roster necessarily, regarding the team as a whole. You know what, though? His number one priority, in my opinion, is to keep everyone's mindset to go back to AFC Championship, because it's not easy to make it back again. That's why you have to give a lot of props to the Buffalo Bills of the 90s to go to the Super Bowl 4 straight times. Straight. It hurts to say it, but at the same time, it's impressive at the same time. I hate talking about it, but it's impressive at the same time. 4 straight times. So if I'm Coach McDermott, I'm making sure that my guys' minds are on the money, on the ball, focused, and ready to run it back. We're not playing games. We're not going to be a 1 year wonder. We went to the AFC and you don't hear from us again. No. We bring it again. We brings it again. We have to. Can't do it. Daniel Guerrero says, yo, CJ Spiller did nothing with the Saints. I know he didn't. And you know what the problem is? You know what he did? He got greedy. I remember that. I was like, man, he wanted more money. And the Bills were like, nah. And I knew why the Bills were like, nah, because we knew what you had. We knew what you were about. We knew. So they let him go to the Saints. And the Saints, what did he do? 2 years with the Saints? And that was it? Fam. The run game is going to be just fine. We have the pieces that we need. We really do. And here's the thing. I want to say something too. I want to say something. And this is as real talk as I'm going to get with you guys. We have been so. Hold on. What is top gamer saying something? Yo, Rico, it's like Teron Johnson is not that fast, but he knew what the hell he was doing with like that Ravens game. You damn right. He took that shit to the house, boy. Slip and slide, get loose. Anyway, let me say this before I get out of here, and then I'll take comments, questions, or whatever. When it comes to this Bills run game, this is what happens. This is what's happened. We have been historically a very good running team. We have been. We know how to run the rock from the OJ days, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the Thurman days. You know what I'm saying? Willis McGahee, Travis Henry, you know what I'm saying? Marshawn Lynch, Fred Jackson, Antoine Smith. Like, we've had some backs in Buffalo, man. LaShawn McCoy. Like, we've had some backs in Buffalo. We've always been a fucking good running team. However, we now have a quarterback that can sling that rock, right? Furthermore, we had a rookie running back last year, taken in the 3rd round, that had limited time to play the game, that had 775 yards rushing, and Frank Gore had 600 yards rushing. I didn't expect that from Frank Gore, nor did I expect 775 yards from Devin Singletary. So we were spoiled with the run game last year in a rookie and an older back that should have been retired a long time ago, but he still had it. So we came in with high expectations for our run game. We wanted Josh Allen to be successful, but we also wanted our run game, and we expected our run game to be great. Why? Because we pretty much swapped out a power back with another power back, an older power back that really did pretty well in our offense last year, with a younger guy that's faster. Shit, we're gonna run the rock like crazy. We're gonna be legit. And then we don't do what we were expecting the run game to do. So now we overreact. Me as well. We overreact. But we're not realizing that we're lighting up the scoreboards. We're lighting up the scoreboards. So the reason I say this is that we have to temper our expectations. I didn't. I wanted it to be firepower. Let's go. But we didn't see what we wanted. So now we're relegated. Oh man, they're trash. They're trash. They suck. Meanwhile, O-line is in freaking shambles. We're freaking moving guys left, right, and center. We draft we sign a bum in Brian Winters. Cody Ford's hurt. Ike Barker comes in. Like, there was never some cohesiveness on the O-line. So our expectations were hurt. They killed our expectations. So going into this year, this offseason, with an actual offseason, I expect our run game to get back on track. And then we're gonna be a damn team to reckon with. Offensively, shit, we pretty much brought everybody back. We just gotta set that O-line up, and we good to go. And then defense, hit the draft and go for that defense. Let's go, man. Don't play games. Let's go. King Thriller says, Rico, I totally think that Allen and Diggs are a better version of Kelly and Reed. No disrespect to the legends that got us to the big time 4 in a row. Too soon to say that, man. Well, it's only been 1 year. Can't do it. Yes, be proud of winning 4 AFC championships in a row, never duplicated. I don't know if that's ever going to be done again. 4 straight? Damn. Angelo Gucciello, my man. Ange, what's going on, man? Number 1 stadium name, not feeling it. Oh, let's talk about it. Number 2, time of possession needs to get better. We were doing 31 minutes time of possession. That's pretty good, man. 31 minutes of time of possession. So, like, for the most part, we were winning it. On average, we were winning time of possession. Important. And number 3 says important draft for Bean can't sit on last year's success. Oh, no. I can guarantee you he's not going to sit on last year's success. I can guarantee you that. John Yoda says, people actually started hating us like we grew to hate the Patriots. Let me tell you something. If I wasn't a Bills fan, I think I would be annoyed with our fan base as well. Right? Because now what it looks like is, now they're starting to win, and now we just can't hear enough of them. They're just all over the place. Get their tables, right? Because if I'm a Saints fan, or I'm a Steelers fan, or I'm a Browns fan, and I'm watching the Bills have success now, and I'm like, holy crap, it's like they've never been there before. And I say the Browns. I shouldn't even use the Browns. I'm talking about a winning franchise, right? I'm the Saints or I'm the Steelers, and the you know what I'm saying, the Bills are starting to come on. I'm like, yo, guys, relax. You act like you've been there before. But Bills fans, man, unruly. When we win it, boy, we let everybody know we win it. And you know what? It ain't gonna stop. We gonna let y'all know, man. We're too damn passionate of a damn fan base for us to be quiet. No, sir, Bob. We ain't doing it. We gonna let you know we win it. We gonna let you know. Rico, what are your thoughts on the white face mask being the go-to? You guys already know how I feel about the white face mask. I don't give a damn about no damn white face mask, but it does look aesthetically nice. So shit, why not? But we better not have these damn white face masks, and then we start looking like buns. We start looking like ass. We look good in the uniform, and we're not producing on the field. I highly doubt that happens. But the white face mask, yo, legit. I like it. I'm with it, man. I'm not mad at it. Stadium name, Highmark. I mean, we talked about that last show. Highmark Stadium. I mean, shit. It's Highmark Stadium. I ain't gonna call it that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we're gonna do the Ralph, baby. That's it. I might even still call it New Era. But I guess technically I can't call that shit. But yeah, the Ralph is always gonna be the Ralph, man. Everybody knows that. Rich Stadium if you want to. But the Ralph is the Ralph. It's like a good ring to it. The Ralph. That's where we're going. You say the Ralph, everybody's like, oh shit, you going to Buffalo? Hell yeah. You going to Highmark? What? Washington? No. Buffalo. What? Highmark. What you talking about? Aren't you talking about the Ralph? Yeah. I mean the Ralph. Okay. Say the Ralph. But yeah, man. The name of the name is you listen, man. It's money. At the end of the day, it's money. What is it? A 10-year deal to get paid just to, you know what I mean, show my name? Shit, I'll do it. John DeMarchi says, yo, Diggs is great. Do it for 7 more years and we'll talk. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, man. Diggs is great, but you can't say that the Diggs and Allen connection is better than Reed and Kelly. That's insane. Can't do it. It's like people saying like, yo, this is the greatest team. This is better than the 90s team. I mean, the game has changed, fam. It's a passing league. Back in the 90s, the run game was very important. You had to run the rock. We were the Bills team was a semblance of what the league is now because of that Kagan offense. Doom, just go. Hurry up, let's go. But yo, back in the 90s, fam, that was that you run the rock. You had respect for the running back position. Shit, we're trying to bring that respect back to the running backs. And guess what? Zack Moss is going to lead the way. Zack Moss is going to lead the way, man. I believe it. I think he's going to have a big year. John DeMar says, yo, for the young fans, Andre never dropped a damn thing, broke a gazillion tackles, and ran into the penitentiary between the hashes over the middle. If you saw 83, imagine T.O., but 15 pounds lighter. Damn, really? All right. I'll take your word for it. Andre was pretty decent, though. He has good size to him, man. Even now, he's got some good size to him. John DeMarcy goes, yo, Diggs versus Reeds. I don't know, man. Yo, John Yo says, yo, Rich, but I can say the Ralph too. All right. Rich Stadium, Ralph Stadium. It's all the game. It's all the same. The R Stadium. You can say that. My man Travis Sinet says, hold on. What did Travis say? I see you, Travis. I got you. Travis is like, oh, Highmark in the front, the Ralph in the back. Hey. I can fuck with that. I mess with that. Yo, Andrew says, yo, who cares what the stadium name is, man? Just effing win. You damn right. Straight up, man. Let's just win the damn game. Let's win it out. T.O. was better than Andre Reed, but Andre was great. Ooh, now that is a hot take. T.O. better than Andre Reed. I mean, they're two different players, man. Andre played a lot in the slot. I mean, he was all over the place. T.O. was just your wideout, man. And the eras are different too, man. Like it's tough. It is tough. Two different eras of receiver. Two different receivers, period. So let's rehash before I get out of here, folks. So we touched on the running backs. Zack Moss. What Zack Moss is going to bring, I believe that he's going to have a big year this year. I think he should emerge as RB1. And then Breida and Singletary, they're just going to have to battle up for RB2, right? We need to get our guy Zack Moss 15 to 25 touches, man. 25 touches would be fantastic. 15 to 20, that's the money mark. You give him enough, he'll get you the job. He'll get the job done. I feel it. I feel it, man. I really do. And then you're looking at Matt Breida. Breida's going to give you speed, man. You see Breida, he can catch the ball downfield, and he's a tough guy, man. He can go between the tackles, and he hits the hole hard, man. Can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with those traits as a running back. You just cannot. So the O-line is the major factor. The D-line is a major factor. We have to change that up. We have to bring impact players. So when this draft hits, shit. If we got to go corner or DE in the first, let's do it. There's so much shakeup right now. I'm not even going to give you a name. I'm just now starting to do a little bit of homework. Like I told you guys, I'm not a draft connoisseur. I'm not. I learned from a lot of the guys that I lean on to ask questions and so on and so forth. And right now I'm going to start doing my homework now. Right? And don't forget, this defense is what's going to get us to the championship game. We just got to make sure that we got the right nucleus around them. Let's add to the cornerback room. Let's get more turnovers, and let's create more pressure on these damn freaking quarterbacks, man. Shout out to my guy, Jeff King. Jeff, what's happening? Reed was the man, came out of D2 college, if I remember correctly. Happy Easter to all of you and your families, and to you as well, Jeff King. I hope things are well. I got the message today. That's much love. The wife sends loves and kisses to you. And we'll go from there, man. So, folks, I'm telling you right now, man, recapping. In my opinion, we don't need to touch running back in the first. We don't. Nor the second, nor the third. We have a stable of running backs in the back right now. Trust and believe they can get the job done. If you're going to change anything on this team, is the damn O-line. Start with the O-line. To me, that's 75% of our issues was there. I'll say 70. 70% of our issues was there. There's no blame. I'm not going to not blame the running backs. There are some times where you're like, yo, what are you doing? The hole is right there. I'll give him 5%. And the rest of it, well, that was scheme, man. We didn't scheme our guys for them to have success in our run game. We didn't. We did not. So that's where Dable has to tweak himself, tweak a few things. That's where our run personnel has to change. O-line, whatever the case is. And then the running backs will do the rest, man. We've got the guys to do the job. We just got to take care of the trench. Remember what I said, man. Hashtag address the trench. We address the trench. Yo, we're going right back to the AFC Championship game, and we're going to freaking get to the damn championship game. That's it, man. And for my guy Namdi, when we make it to the championship game, yo, we celebrating with our jollof. That jollof rice, man. The Nigerian jollof rice, we're going to do it, man. That's it. So, folks, let me take a few questions because you guys have questions. I'm gonna run through the chat. If you guys have statements, questions, whatever, let us know. Talk to me. James FX90 says, yo, I agree. John, he was great, but Diggs is he's gonna break 2K this year. Damn. So y'all really on this Diggs over Andre Reed? Really? Come on now. That's a slippery slope. You don't want to go down there. My man Dan says, I love the 90s Bills, but I think even Andre would say one ring would make Diggs the best Bills receiver. One ring would make Diggs the best Bills receiver. Nah. There has been some great receivers for the Bills, man. Like I respect Diggs. Diggs is a special dude, man. So if he continues to do what he's doing, man, he's definitely going to be up there. But Andre Reed is up there. Eric Moulds is up there. Stevie Johnson is up there. You know what I mean? There's some good receivers on this squad, man. You know what I'm saying? So Lofton, like there was some boys that played on this squad, man, that were nice. But Diggs is a special cat. Diggs is very special. Low Top Gamer says, yo, if your defense is slow, Breida will burn you. Defense is weak, bring Moss, coughing the Chiefs. Defense is not consistent. Singletary, my thoughts. I get it. I get what you're saying. And we're gonna have to find a balance for these running backs. We're gonna have to find a balance on how to get these guys in. And that's where, personally, that's where Dable comes in, man. Dable's gonna have to find a way. He's gonna have to find a way to utilize his pieces. Like I said, there's only one ball to go around. Figure it out. Figure it out. Question for Rico: predicts for Diggs this year. Oh, prediction for predicts. Prediction for Diggs this year. Yo, I'm giving him the same. I want him to have the 1,500 yards again. Yo, is that what he had? Like 1,500 yards, over 80 catches, 1,500 yards. That's exactly what I'm giving him. That should not stop. That should not stop. With a weaker schedule, he's still gonna eat. You're gonna eat, and plus you have Emmanuel Sanders that they got to worry about. You're damn right. Diggs is gonna eat. That boy's the alpha. That's what he does. That's what he does, man. I'm not taking that shit away from him. No way. No way, no how. Reed is a Hall of Fame now, man. Diggs is still working. You damn right he is. He absolutely is. Jim FX90 says, yo, he's talking to Christopher McLeese. He's like, think about it. No preseason, minimal reps, and drops 1,500. Extra game in this season and a preseason to work with. No question he's breaking 2K. Yo, if he breaks 2K, amazing. Amazing. That would be amazing. Jeff Danger says, you can't compare old guys to new, man. Get over that, people. I don't like comparing that to you can't. Because you have people that are saying, yo, you guys were like, I wasn't there in the body that I'm in right now, in the mind frame that I'm in watching 90s. I was young. I was too young to really appreciate the talent to watch Andre Reed. I knew who they were, but to really appreciate what they did on the field, like I'm appreciating Stephon Diggs, it's not the same. You need someone that's been there to see what that team was like then and to see what we're like now. And I bet you they're always going to choose the 90s because it was just different then. It was completely different. Completely different. And we've only had 1 year with Diggs. Let him materialize a little bit more. Let him materialize a little bit more with his quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Rico, is Dable learning how to use his assets? I'm sure he's trying to balance it. I think he knows how to use them. Now it's a matter of balance. Because listen, man, you're in a league full of grown men. They all get paid. Fam, I want to make my bonus. Send me in, right? So Dable's got to find a way to make somewhat everybody happy, right? But then that's also on Josh Allen too. What's there? Is it there? Can I take it? Okay. Am I going to force it? Shit, interception. He can't do that. He's got to take what the defense is giving him. But this is where Josh Allen's game took another level. He took an elite level step. So defense is throwing everything at him, and he's processing perfectly. That's why he had such a big year. And I anticipate another big year again for Josh Allen. Big time. Question for Rico. He says, yo, thoughts on the record for next year, knowing we have an extra game against the Washington football team. The record for next year, we went 13-3 with a tough-ass schedule. I'm going to say we duplicate. We go, let's go 14-3. Let's go 14-3. I think we win an extra game. 14-3, maybe 15-2. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be modest. I'll say 14-3 with that extra game. 14-3, baby. I like it. I like it a lot. So, folks, you guys have been fantastic tonight. Fantastic. So I'm gonna let y'all be. Appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I needed to step in and explain why I felt Josh Allen was carrying this team. He did. He literally carried this whole damn team. And on top of that, our defense needs to step up. If we want to be taken seriously, we want to go back to the promised land, AFC Championship game to get to the Super Bowl. Guess what? Defense has to do their part. And that's getting after the quarterback. In order for us to get there, we have to nail this draft down. We have to go with the player that best suits our needs. Best player available for our needs. That's what we need to get to. If it's a cornerback, sure. But you better follow it up with a nice defensive end. I'm telling you right now, man, basically, I haven't really had a chance to dive into the draft predictor with the TDN. But when I have taken a dabble, looked into it, and just did a quick run rounder, the amount of people that I saw still available for the 30th pick, fam, I'm totally team trade down because there's going to be a lot of talent. But golly, man, it's going to be fun, man. It is going to be fun. This draft is going to be fun. By the way, the draft is going to be covered by yours truly once again. We're going to make it fun. Not only that, Kevin is going to be joining me. My guy, Mr. Kev, is going to be joining me alongside Steve and Dave. Just a little small thing just to give you guys a heads up. We're going to have guests appear on the show. And we're going to try to work it out. And these are going to be fun guests. So be on the lookout for that. So folks, before I get out of here, if you guys are not following us on all our major platforms, please do that. You want to check out our blogs, our writing crew, the buffalofanatics.com. Head over there. We've got articles galore. If you aren't following us on the Instagram, shame on you. That is the bread and butter of Buffalo Fanatics. Bread and butter. Jump all over that. The Buffalo Fanatics IG. You better jump on that Twitter. Twitter is huge, man. Dude, let me tell you about Twitter. We were at 16,000 subscribers, followers on Twitter. Just what, like a year ago? It feels like a long time ago. We had to start from scratch. Right? We've made it up to almost 15,000, almost 16,000 subscriber followers on Twitter. So hit us up on Twitter, give us a follow. If you guys are looking for the BF merch, right? I saw a couple of you guys notice this sweater here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we still have them in there. It might have been sold out. I'm not sure. If it is, jump on it. Use the code RICO Report. I'm trying to hook y'all up. Let's go. If you guys are joining the forum, the chat forum, jump on the chat forum. It's chat with BF. It's the flick chat. Jump in there, man. Game days, heavy. It's amazing. All right. And listen, last but not least, man, follow your boy, RealRico_BF. Let's do it up, man. Follow your boy, and we'll do it up. And by the way, I wanna try something really cool. Next show, what I'm trying to do is I want to try to do a giveaway. of one of our merch, something in the merch store. And how we're going to get that going is the next show, or one show that you've liked that we've done before. You got to go into that show, screen grab one of your best Rico moments, or whatever that I was speaking on, you liked it. Screen grab that, post it on Twitter. And for those that do post on Twitter, I'm going to put y'all in the draw, and we're going to get you. We're going to put you in a draw for for merch. So we'll give you a little bit more information later on, but I think that's going to be something fun. That's going to be really cool. So that's it for me. That's it for me, folks. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Be good to one another, man. We over here are on lockdown. We're in gray zone. So those damn Quebecers, man, they put us back on curfew, 8 p.m. curfew. So it is what it is, man. That's where we're at. That's where I'm going to be at, home all day long with the kiddos. And on top of that, school's shut down too. So guess what? We got to go to work overnight and then come back and do the whole schooling with the kids. Here we go. That's what it is, man. So you guys be good. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the fam. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. And until next time, hold on a second. I can't do that to you guys yet. I got to get that shit going, man. So until next time, y'all be good. It's your boy. And I'm gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tuned in to the Rico Report.
I really don't know what to tell you.
That game was insane. Welcome to the Big Squad.
Shout out to the Big Squad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the Big Squad.
welcome on a very special evening to the Rico Report. We are here. He is our team. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. Bing, 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 bing. I'm not going just yet. Jeff Danger. I see you, Jeff Danger. I see you. I couldn't do it. I saw that you became a new Bing Squad member. So I got to say for the crew, Bing, biggity, Bing. My guy, Jeff Danger. You guys have a good night. I had to go and scroll them, and I saw that. Have a good night, folks, and we'll talk.